My friends, if you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain a little. Number one, it's free. Two, there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Anchor will then distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many, many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you've ever been looking for to make a podcast in one place. Go ahead and download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Women have been the brunt of every country's unjust treatment since the first few passages of the Bible, when Eve ate from the fruit of knowledge, condemning humanity to mortal life, to mortal fright, sickness, poverty, hunger, greed, lies, pain, sickness, finally death. From that day forth, when men, writing the history in their favor, chose to demonize women as inadequate to form their own conclusions, women have been set on a course of being in the passenger seat, the co-pilot, the damsel in distress, the liar, the seducer, never the heroine, never the leader or creator or commander-in-chief. This isn't an American problem, it's a global problem, which stretches as far as the eye can see. John Lennon saying that woman is the nigger of the world for a reason. He wasn't just making stuff up. Women have long been the slaves of the home and anchored with the uterus that carries babies to term. Their bodies warped by the growing child, stretch marks over women's bellies, while us men only change our clothes. Pregnant women have to put their careers on hold. Their dreams remain dreams, yet men don't have anything to worry about. In my opinion, the greatest black ceiling that needs to be broken is the one that has been set up by Mother Nature: pregnancy. It won't matter how much a woman makes or how far in life a woman gets. Not until they have the choice of when to have children is the ultimate freedom for women. Being able to choose when to have a family with a home. Us, men, will never fully understand the biological differences of what it means to become pregnant. It is because of this fact that women should be the ones to decide ultimately and unequivocally what it is that will happen next, not the collective. So, what should we do? We must create an environment of acceptance, honesty, and being humble. We must create an environment where if a woman decides to bring her American baby boy to term, that he will not let that child go cold, hungry, or without a strong education. We must not abandon the mothers. We must not condemn women's decision to be their own bosses. We must take away the stigma from safe sex so that we can try and eliminate the need for abortions and pills completely. Yet, we must not make it frightening or intimidating to find out where those items are. Because if we do not do these things, we will only increase our STDs, orphan children, and women without the possibility of higher education or better paying jobs. We become forced to depend on the government or a man. Let us be the compassionate ones to care. Let us not leave a question mark looming over her head. For fear and intimidation hardly lead to good solutions. The right of women to be the leader of an industry and equal pay is pointedly downplayed by claims whipped up by self-described good guys, nice guys, and women's corrupt, lying, incompetent, narcissistic, two-faced, offensive, and naggy tendencies, claiming this makes them ill-equipped to truly ever command. Women are being held back by men who misunderstand simple human biology and anatomical fact from biblical teachings and fictitious scriptures and memes made by jilted hearts. You see, our nation is built upon the conception of the individual being strong at all times, while at the same time needing us to stand together. E pluribus unum. Together we're stronger. This means that there are things we do better together, but that the individual must be allowed to protect their future, to fight for their individualism if they want it, to fight for their ability to decide when they want to become mothers. So no man, based on a Bible, Quran, or otherwise, shall decide the fate of the future of any woman. This will not cause unlimited abortion. It will bring reason, compassion, and wisdom. Wisdom that speaks strongly for that which is right, even when it's hard to bear. It may be that this girl is not ready to be a woman, by no fault of her own. At times, even if it is their fault, it's not their time. Wisdom should shine bright in acceptance, not in shame. Compassion, to understand that after a certain amount of time, a pregnant girl becomes a pregnant woman who carries something too far developed that it should not be terminated. It must exist in both directions, and I believe that it does in Roe versus Wade. Finally, it requires reason, a reasoning that must be held and may only be understood by that woman. Independent reasoning, that is what is above all. I want us to create a nation that gives you the hope and the means to have that child, but no man, including myself, shall attempt to dictate what it is that you want. That no man, including myself, shall try to decide for you when you have sex or when to be a mother. For a person's future can only be truly defended properly by the individual herself. Thank you.
When it comes to preparing for your financial future, there's no better time to start than today. My mission is to help create financial peace of mind and guide my clients on a path to a successful retirement. I can help you use the appropriate tools at the right time, because what's trending today may not always be what you need in 10, 20, or even 40 years from now. And it's my job to guide you through the uncertainty. Your financial future is not predetermined, and it's never too late to prepare. My name is Bogar, and I look forward to working with you soon. Follow the link below and schedule a time convenient for you to kick off your plan.